What is up, Nerd Nation? Today we are talking about the third episode of the Secret Invasion, and I might be having a little bit of a secret invasion here myself. Stay tuned to figure out what the fuck that means.
It sounds so sexual.
You're gonna have to explain it.
But how about we just round out this panel? First, we have Kirsten Cobb.
The Idol!
What's up? Oh shit, it still says the Idol. I'll change that. Anyway. It wasn't an option when we first entered this room that we filmed in, so it was being an asshole.
No, it's totally an option.
It's an option.
You got Skrull under the name.
We're throwing
I did. I don't know how to do it. I did. All right, I'm changing it now. Jesus.
And while she's doing that, how about we introduce the next person on our panel, and that is Bob Fairbanks. How you doing today, Bob?
Oh, tired as shit. Thank you for asking. Blake's an asshole. God, I hate him.
Why?
He took me to his gym tonight, and good God, that guy, I don't know. It's like a machine,
isn't he?
You know he does the UFC thing. He's trying to puke in the gym.
No, he was normal. He was just sitting there like da. Whereas, I, honest to God, thought I was going to pass out 4 times.
Jeez.
I'm also out of shape.
Put yourself through something.
Yeah.
And from
my body hurts.
LA, the city of angels, we have the drunk banthas, Bill and Alex. How are you guys doing tonight?
Doing great, man. Doing great. I just drove from East LA to Santa Monica and back to East LA.
Okay.
In less than an hour and a half. That is an achievement.
What time of day?
I got off at 5. So
Jesus, you were
that's
hauling ass.
Honestly,
no
impressive.
popo along your route.
That's how my parents used to get to school back in the day.
Just love them shoulders.
Cheat code: if you're ever in LA, don't get on the freeway. Stay off the freeway. That's all I'm gonna say, because otherwise I'll be on my streets, and then in my streets.
Right.
Make sure you pay attention to those one ways, because I got stuck one time. It was not cool.
I went down the wrong way on the one way one time.
Yeah.
In LA, they just call that driving.
Did that work out for everyone else?
I just moved to LA. I didn't know where I was going. I was delivering a pizza. It was crazy. But you know what? People were really nice, and they were like, "Hey, you going the wrong way, nigga."
Okay. Yeah.
It's very kind.
Honestly, that's nicer than they would have been in Chicago.
Right.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah. But on tonight's subject, we are talking about the third episode of Secret Invasion, that is Betrayed. And let me go around the panel, starting with Jeff here. Some quick little thoughts about what we saw in this episode.
So there's first off, I again liked it. I thought it was good. I think that it's been getting better each episode. And I love what they're setting up. I think it's amazing. And I don't want to get into too much into it before we let everyone else talk, but a real good Easter egg. I won't say Easter egg so much as foreshadowing in this episode that I'm really happy with.
Okay.
Yeah,
we'll get to that, because I'm wondering what that is. I think I may have missed that. And the drunk banthas. How did you guys feel about this one?
Woo. I love this one. I always love when I'm right. Little secret.
Uh-oh, someone's about to secretly get invaded.
Ooh.
I definitely felt
invaded.
Oh!
Skrull!
Skrull tied!
How is he everywhere?
Oh!
Like a million of them all over the planet.
Oh god, that's fucking awesome.
Another
So
clone.
much
Another
love.
clone. They're all
They accidentally plugged himself back.
All right.
They're all over the country. One
You come in?
day, y'all are gonna see Terry just pop up right here.
Oh, you didn't watch the episode? All right. I'm gonna gotta do the getaway.
Yeah,
I don't got speakers.
how did I feel about the episode? I was right. That's what I was getting to. I was right.
There we go.
Because Brody.
You feel vindicated.
Skrull.
So we gotta listen to this.
Brody is Skrull. I knew it. And I was right. So I was happy. How'd you feel?
Scrolly.
Sorry, caught me in the midst of No, I really dug it. The show continues to be great. Yes, I'm loving the Samuel Jackson's performance.
Oh yeah, he's phenomenal as always.
Are you hungry?
Yeah,
100%.
excited to get into it. Yeah.
Some food? What?
Want some food?
Yeah, I could eat.
What you got?
But no, I
okay.
agree with
There's
you
a lot of
guys.
places around here.
Really, this is one of those shows,
yeah,
and I
we
think
know too.
especially when you review shows as like either a living or as a hobby, as we do, that's truly been really cool to watch. Like I don't have us outside of maybe 2 or 3 things any complaints. I think that what's nice is that we're kind of getting with Secret Invasion the same thing they did with Star Wars when they brought in Andor, and they slowed things back down, and it's back to basics, and it's really close camera shots, and it feels very much like you're in the room when they're making these kinds of spy-like decisions, and it all just feels very immediate and very needy.
Yep.
But also, I mean, they're spies, so they can't
run.
run ramshackle and go super fast. Oh shit! Well, that works.
So we make it
Are you
work.
fine?
Yeah.
This is my favorite thing that's ever happened on Earth ever. Oh god.
But yeah, to kind of ramble short, this shit's awesome. I love this spyware. I love that it feels older for a Marvel show. Like they really do need to start moving away from some of the little kid shit. Even the little kids that came in on the beginning of these Marvel movies are now adults. So
Yeah.
like Hop 2.
Well, and to expand on your ramble, I agree with you. I think like this, it's smart the way they're doing it. The way to do Secret Invasion is to do a spy movie, and they're doing it, and they're doing it so well.
Months, yeah.
Exactly, because like every single episode, you don't know, 1, who's who, and 2, who they're allegiant to,
Allegiances.
Allegiances?
who they are aligned. Someone said aligned, and they were correct. Who they are aligned to. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we
agreed.
can just go through this. This is actually the shortest episode so far.
Yeah.
Each of them
it goes
have
so quick.
been getting close to an hour, and this one's about 44 minutes or so. So
Yep.
we definitely skipped right through it. And we start off with this this kid that like has just joined the resistance, and they are putting him through the fucking ringer here. Like one body the next day, then like infiltrate a nuclear submarine the next.
This is the life of a terrorist, man.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. Life moves pretty
Actually,
fast when you're a terrorist.
It's pretty fast. And
If you take it too seriously, you won't get out alive.
Right. And then I didn't realize that Gravik, because later in the episode we see that he definitely stepped into this machine
And that's
got some.
yep.
Yeah.
That's what I was referring to earlier.
Yeah.
Because later on the episode when he heals, that's not how a Skrull heals.
No.
Oh,
That's-
that's Extremis.
That's Extremis,
Yeah,
exactly.
Okay, yeah.
So he's
exactly.
already it's working. They've perfected it. You know?
Yeah.
Mhm. I agree.
See, and what I like is that kind of now I'm in the position that you guys were with The Last of Us, where I'm not overly familiar with the comic book source material. I've dabbled in comics, but nothing serious. I mean, some of these volumes are fucking 200 long. I'm not going to get through that anytime soon. So it's been really cool that this show explains what it's doing and what's happening without spoon feeding it to you.
Yeah.
Because I hate that too. Like, you don't need to break down and explain every single thing. We don't need to know why Nick Fury's attracted to Skrulls. We just get it. She's pretty and go
The
for it.
Skrullacy.
You know? Skrullacy. No.
Kirsten,
Yes.
they can be even more pages too.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, thank you. I don't have time for that.
Exactly.
I thought this was like kind of interesting
Mhm.
because I think I wrote in my notes. What did I say? I said Fury likes his scrolls like he likes his coffee. And he's just like so like he's just like, oh, okay, I can get down with this.
Beautiful.
Ground fine.
I agree.
Okay, because we did have quite the debate of like, if you're a scroll and you're just touching down on Earth, maybe if you're getting your bearings, don't pick black on your first go.
I didn't even think about that, but yeah.
I think someone sitting behind you pointed that out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
but as I pointed out, you change into who you want to have sex with. You see what I'm saying? You see, that's what they like. That's what they like.
What I thought was pretty interesting is that we go from here to how she looks like now. It's like, why is she why do you think it is that she like ages up with Fury? Do you think that's like by his request, or do you think that's like
because she
that's
loves
something
him,
that-
so she wants to
Mhm.
match the level
Yeah.
that he's at,
right?
and each year she wants to grow. She wants the experience of growing old with Fury as
Mhm.
as a human, but she'll never really have that. But this
Exactly.
creates the illusion of it, at least. That's what I.
So with Talos in I think it was the last episode, it might have been the 1st,
Mhm.
saying like around he's what, like 130, and Talos is
Mhm.
saying that's barely 40s. So like, I mean, she aged about 4 times as fast as she normally would.
Mhm.
And yeah, I agree. I think the only reason, I mean, because by the way, do you think if Fury had a choice, he would be like, no, stay 20 forever?
It may take
I mean,
a while for
Yeah, he could have, but I do think it's a sweet little, not an Easter egg per se, but just like a little moment that they've written in the show that she wants to be with Fury, like truly wants to match his level, and her way of showing that is by aging with him, because she totally could have gone backwards if she wanted to while he was gone, but she kept that memory of him.
That would
with
have been
her.
awkward.
Yeah, well, I mean, she can shift at any time, but I just think it was cute.
He just shows back up and she's a 16-year-old getting her license for the first time.
Right.
So is she like every year she goes down to the basement where she has this poor woman that she's copied, locked up. Just look at her face. Okay, yeah. Now this is 62. All right, this is 62.
I mean, that's a good point, because they do take their cues off of literally like seeing the person.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe this person's dead. Did she see her in the morgue?
Well, I think that the skin suit would look a lot different then.
Not if she's
Probably.
fresh.
Just like decomposing and like
Not if
missing
she's
eyes and
fresh.
shit.
She just died. She
Couple
dropped
tooths
dead.
fall out.
It's been 10 minutes, Jeff. She's in the basement as we speak. She would not look that different.
I mean,
I'm
yeah.
just saying. If you get to that morgue quick, you can find somebody fresh. Just throw it right out. I'm sure it's triggering for a lot of people. I'm so sorry.
That sounds like Tedros' dating philosophy.
Don't mention him. He's still watching.
He's behind you.
He's always watching now. So I think I just noticed something in this right here.
That
So you
kitchen's
see this?
nice as fuck.
Oh yeah, he's got secret agent money.
Right?
Very nice. So he's got the little tiny Drake and Nothing Was the Same as his poster.
Pretty damn close.
So
Pretty close. Pretty
now we
close.
know what Fury and Dave's same musical taste.
Right.
Right. He's got tiny Drake.
See that? All of 900 Yards connects, folks.
Yeah.
It's all part of the multiverse.
And now I was
Yes,
thinking
it's
about
multiverse.
like Emilia Clarke's role in this, and
Yeah.
that she's kind of doesn't get a lot to do.
Which
I
is
thought she was going to
surprising.
get a lot more to.
Maybe it's gonna pick up
well,
now that she's.
That depends. Yeah. Well,
Well,
I think she's still alive. Because
Yeah, of course she is.
Because of the trailers. It's because of the trailers.
Well, and why would you hire Emilia Clarke and then be like, "Bye, bitch," after 3 episodes? Like, nah.
It would have been powerful if she did die. I mean, it would be a very powerful moment in the show. But
yeah.
But I like that it's better. To me, it is better that she is still alive.
Yeah.
You got to get some more because she's really good in this. Like I was surprised.
Well, now she can become like an ultra spy because she can shapeshift again and be anybody.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and it's what I brought up last episode.
Shapeshift once. They're just like, no.
Well, now we have
going to be putting you in any green thing or whatever. I feel like that was in her contract.
Well, now we have.
Yeah.
Oh well,
because after she gets shot. Right. But this brings up what I mentioned last time. Like, if you're a Skrull, why don't you just like move your heart to like the bottom of your foot?
Yeah.
I'm wondering if that's how she survives it. You know.
I mean, what if
shifts around her
is that how that
internal
works?
organs? I mean, they can. So I did go back and rewatch Captain Marvel after last week, and in it, Talos does say he can shapeshift into anything as long as it's about the same size. So they're like, what? So you can become a filing cabinet? Why would you become a filing cabinet right now? He's like,
become a filing.
Exactly. But I mean, like, he can is the thing. Right. So the thing is, it's not just their external.
His powers are a lot like Spawn's powers.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, if you think about it, they don't make any sense. Yeah. And he can do whatever he wants whenever.
Oh, well, fuck it. Yeah.
And it holds up.
Hold up.
See, that's the little holes I'm missing sometimes, and then I have to go and hit the internet and research. But the problem with that is that people can't stop fucking talking, so then it sort of slightly spoils whatever I'm about to watch.
Oh yeah, no, you get nothing but spoilers when you're trying to do research on this stuff.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Even if you read the comics, I feel like you're safe in the comics only because the guy was apparently, allegedly didn't read the comics before they started working on the show.
Ooh,
well, he's definitely taken some from the comics here. Like, there's
some,
it'd be hard not to.
Other things because the Skrull, like he didn't read the Secret Invasion comic.
No.
So
it's very different.
Parts from other Skrull.
Flip to the end.
So is that better or worse? That he didn't read the source material.
So far,
there's literally scenes of all these Avengers. Yeah, so the Secret Invasion, the comic, is all the Avengers wondering, can they trust each other? It's not normal people out there in the world at all.
I like this better.
Yeah, I agree.
This is much more tense because
this
not
is
everybody's
fantastic.
like Captain America level.
Yeah,
but yes and no. They're both good in their own way. Mm-hmm. Secret Invasion, the comic, is great because it's like, I mean, you just don't even know, is Spider-Man Spider-Man? But he's there with what you suppose are the good guys.
Mm-hmm.
Is he going to turn around and kill them?
Right.
And so it's things like that. Whereas this, I think, is a much easier one to get into on screen. I mean, the fact is,
much more budget friendly too.
That's also true.
Flying around in different costumes. It's like we went to Goodwill and we got one army green jacket, 2 pairs of cargo pants, 1 tank top. Here you go.
I feel like that would also dilute it too.
Yeah.
For the rest of it, if we just had a bunch of superheroes in this that weren't who they were, and I don't know how we would move forward past.
Yeah, for sure. It would muddy the waters too much.
Well, and when you get into logistics, how do you not bring Tony back as a Skrull?
Yeah, true.
Well,
and this is so smart because, again, not to harken it back to what Disney was doing with Star Wars and Andor, but it gives you that slow down moment when everything is chaos and you're coming off of several movies and several projects and characters that people don't necessarily give a fuck about anymore or don't feel as connected to, and we're getting superhero fatigue. Bring it back down to basics. Mm-hmm. Go back to your core human character, like Nick Fury. He's always interesting because Samuel L. Jackson makes him extra interesting. And get into that spy shit. kill off a few people like Maria Hill. Make us care about it again, so that when we get to the next jaunt of superhero movies, we're back in the game. Otherwise, it wouldn't have worked. This is perfect timing for them to release a show like this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
100%.
If people actually watch it, it has some pretty good dialogue.
Oh, it's got fantastic.
Yeah.
You know what? I think
Yeah.
that this one has been so good so far. I think that it could save Disney right now.
Yeah.
You know, we all know the problems that they're having financially, and I think this could.
Disney's having problems? No.
They called it Black Thursday the other day when they fired everybody at ESPN. So, or
Yeah.
Black whatever day it was.
Yeah, they're known for those internally. It's
But they're
never as
firing a
bad
lot
as
of
it seems
people
to
over there
everybody
at
else.
Disney. So I think this could help them at least.
Oh,
help
for sure.
the subscribers. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's a good sign, I think, for the Fantastic Four, because I think that's the reason they put an emphasis on Skrulls, because you know the Skrulls were introduced in the Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
So, and Doom, Victor Von Doom, Fantastic Four. Do you guys think we might see Doom in this?
No.
I don't know if they're ready to introduce him
I don't think
yet.
we're
Yeah.
seeing Doom this year.
No, that's Phase 6
But-
for sure.
But I think that they're trying to very much slow roll it, because in Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, when Reed Richards comes in, and in Quantum Media at the end when we see all the Kangs, one of them comes in with the same thing, and that like blue sheet that's like, that's the time door that Doctor Doom creates. And Doctor Doom and Reed were friends in college, so I think they're very much like giving a bunch of like comic nerds the are a little bit like, here, have your snacks until we get to the meal. Have your M&Ms and Cheerios. We'll get the chicken nuggies soon.
Yeah.
Right. The wink,
We're going to get
I can tell that I'm high because all that sounded so delicious. Like M&M's.
Alex heard nothing after you started listing food.
Alex,
Well,
I made a compound butter yesterday, buddy. Ooh, cayenne and lemon and herbs and garlic, and I put it on a pork chop.
You're sending it to your friends, right?
Flirting with us?
Mail,
Are you flirting with us right now?
right? So it's got steamy.
I even made the butter from scratch. Wow.
It's getting
Y'all have a good
steamy
one.
in here.
Have the papers.
Wow. I kind of
I
want Cheerios now, though.
see, boy. You
Well, Kirsten, once you move here, you can have butter all you want, girl.
You can have that.
And I will bring you all the baked goods and big like pasta meal pots that you can ever die.
We're gonna have words.
Well, sometimes if I get like a little drunk, I like to bake, and I'll like super bake. So I'll go in there and I'm like, I'll create shit that I have that's so complicated, and then I look at it the next morning like, what the fuck do I need all this for? So I'll drop it off at friends' houses.
I do the same, but
What am I
with
gonna do?
homemade pastas.
Oh, do they have classes?
I do it with pasta too. Like I'm one person. Somebody's got to eat all that.
Speaking of food, we always see what's her name?
Yes.
Samuel L. Jackson's his wife is cooking in this whole scene. She was cooking
Right.
Right.
She's always
Yeah.
making stuff.
Just out here cooking again. She's always cooking. Why we
Women-
gotta see
black
black
men
women
need to
cook?
stay in
Kirsten,
Yeah,
I learned how to make rainbow pasta.
Yes.
I mean, it's
Hell
really
yeah.
interesting considering this scene too.
Oh yeah, the sugar.
Thank you.
Fucking creepy.
Well, do you think that's a callback to Men in Black? Give
Yeah.
me sugar in water.
Ah, so
I like a little bit of
I
espresso.
think it's
Well, I was thinking like, do they eat?
his
like,
excess.
really?
He's extreme. You know, he's extreme. You know, he does everything to the
Well-
excess. He's got espresso and.
or does he
8
have the
hours.
metabolism like Ant-Man now because he
Or-
went in that machine?
Or is he just a child?
I think he's just an asshole.
kidding.
He's like those people that
Graphic
get the
is-
sugar out.
I think the
Dump
thing
it on
is-
tables.
Graphic is still very much a kid. He's so young compared to the other Skrulls.
Yeah.
Right.
He was less than half their age when they brought him in, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think that was a part of it too. But the scene directly after that, when Talos first threatens him and then graphics everywhere, I think that solidifies my point from last week where why do we think this is the real graphic? I don't think it is. I don't know if Gravik
somebody else.
That's what I think. I don't think Gravik even wears this shell. And I think, because, by the way, that's the other thing. Why is Gravik super scrolling himself first? You don't think he'd test that on someone else?
Well, they're
the big bad.
They're doing. They're testing it.
I think that, because, well, and this is a comic thing. The super scrolls are always just the dumb enforcers.
Oh.
Right. They're, but that was also the times, like.
True. Very true.
Get this dumb criminal.
Why would you gesture at your brother, you asshole?
He just had to
There you go. There you go.
We're gonna go grab this dumb criminal, and then we're gonna get him and throw him into this machine and give him powers. And hopefully.
Well, why would you get the smart criminals? They're gonna ask questions, Bill.
Because you kill them.
You don't need that.
It's a waste of resources when you kill smart criminals.
You put your
No, I'm saying like why you wouldn't get smart criminals.
Yeah.
Why would you get smart criminals?
Oh,
Because they're gonna ask questions. They're gonna have a lot of questions.
And if they get superpowers, they just made a super villain.
Yeah, exactly. So, but then the other thing for me is the way I see, when I look at it from a writer's standpoint, everything you do in this, because obviously Fury's going to beat Gravik in the end. It's going to still be tense. It's probably going to be like the world knows about Skrulls now, blah, 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 blah. But then I think it's still going to be Fury wins over Gravik. And then we show Fury walking away. And then there's a cutscene afterwards. And then it's the real Gravik. And he's like, all right, now we really start our plans. And I think that's how they're going to end it, on a cliffhanger.
Yeah.
So that you want to watch season 2.
True. That's a good
There's gonna be a
question.
season
With
2?
Kid, do you guys see that in the comments?
I haven't checked it out yet.
It says, I genuinely love the conversations between characters in this episode, between Fury and Talos, Gravik and Gaia. What was your favorite, most impactful interaction this episode? Ooh.
I would say it was definitely, I got a couple notes on this. I would say it's definitely one of these scenes. I really like how they're in this, the statesman exhibit while they're having the conversation. And after having that conversation with the set designer for Swarm, I'm like looking at all this. I'm like, oh, so
Sarah.
like the freedom. They're really getting putting a political vibe on this, and like, like what would be the politics of having a good solution to this? And it may have to just be war, all out war.
Like there's no avoiding it.
It really impacts the dialogue.
Can you shift? Can you go back so that we're looking at Talos head on as opposed to Gravik head on? Okay, thanks. I was just wondering if like they did a red background for Talos and a blue background for Gravik or something like that.
Well, I think they are showing, because I can't see like all of the presidents that are behind him or like all the.
Well, I think the one on the right is Churchill.
Prime ministers. Prime ministers.
So, they're kind of like doing like a little mini Mount Rushmore for opposing sides on each of these guys' perspective.
Then they got Chun-Li on the right there. I think that's a good point.
See,
here, let's play this.
After this.
I think it's lined up like a chess match because the dialogue is very almost like chess match back and forth.
You should be grateful that I haven't sent her back to you in a body bag yet.
So, Kirsten, that's interesting because even just the actions afterwards, because in this, it's like, okay, Gravik's the king or the queen, and he's got all his people there. But then Talos by himself as a pawn at the end still takes the upper hand.
Yeah, he still gets the checkmate.
Yeah,
and
I think that's a real good point.
Talos or not scares Talos.
Gravik.
That scares Gravik and pisses him off too. Is because he is so very narcissistic in his goal for the Skrulls. It's not about the Skrulls. It's about him and his power play. and getting more power. So I think he's genuinely surprised that Talos just gets him right in the hand and is like, fuck off.
Right. Bill, you were saying something before we cut you off with the video.
Oh,
I feel like this is.
I'm glad you reminded me because I forgot. And
I interrupt, but I'm good at reminding people that I interrupted them.
No, you didn't interrupt me. I was gonna let Nine play that clip, because it speaks to what I'm talking about. And we got 8 of them on the screen right now. Kingsley Benadier. That's who's playing Gravity.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to speak to it. Can I get this camera? Can I get this camera? I need this camera. Kingsley, I've always hated you. Everything that you've done, I've never liked anything that you've done.
Did he pull some Kumail shit on you?
No, I just want to talk to Kingsley real quick. I've never really liked you, and I'm sorry. It's just I'm objective, and I just want to say this is the best thing you've ever done. Period. By far. We gotta get you a barber. All set. We gotta get you. I'm gonna send you a guy. But
I'm conflicted about what you're talking about here. It's not his hairline's not that fucked up here. What are you talking about?
No, it's not as it's not as fucked up as it normally looks.
It's not even fucked up.
We can do better. We can do better. We can do better. We can do better.
We've been over this. The Skrulls don't know how to cut hair.
Why would he have time, Bill? He's a terrorist.
Look at his fade, though. Look at the fade on the side, though.
Well, I guess he could change it instantly, so it's not like he has to book an appointment. Oh, yeah. All right, I give it to you.
Look, I'm just trying to help black actors, man. I'm trying to help black actors. This is the best role he's ever had. He's doing an amazing job. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
It's probably because he gets to use his real accent. Like, you know what I'm saying? Some actors doing real, like trying to do American accents. Sometimes it don't really work.
Not everyone's Idris Elba.
Yeah.
All right. So, first off, yes. Why isn't every Skrull just him? But 2, back to what Thwipke was asking. So 9, you gave yours. Kirsten, Banthas, what were your guys' favorite exchanges? Interactions.
I definitely. Or 9, you want to take this first? Go ahead.
Well, 9 already. That was why 9 brought up that. That video. That was his.
Oh, okay. So yeah, okay, all right. I'll keep it going then. I really liked Talos and Gravix face off, but I really, really enjoy anytime Talos and Fury have to work their shit out as longtime friends and spy partners, because it's very much like it's giving Fury does care about Talos, but Fury's also got to keep it pushing. He's got a lot of shit going on at any given point, and Talos has got to get shit done for him. And if you're getting sensitive about it, I'm sorry, bro, but pull your socks up. You're in the middle of a war.
Okay,
I think it's always interesting, and I think it's cool that Talos is flexing that I feel unappreciated, and that could become a problem later on if I feel like I'm between a rock and a hard place and my daughter getting killed and me flipping sides. So I think there's tension for a reason, and I like it.
I love that y'all have given all these reasons because none of them are similar to mine, but I love all because I like the same scene that you're talking about, the Talos Fury car scene.
Yeah.
But I'm loving all of their scenes together because in this episode I put something together. I think Fury is a Skrull.
They're lovers.
I think Fury is a Skrull because Fury doesn't know. There's a lot of things he's not.
That's true. He's not very Fury. Yeah.
He's not accurate with, he doesn't know things. And Talos keeps having to tell him every episode. He's had to remind him,
But wouldn't the Skrulls know a Skrull?
That's not how that's went down. No. And there's that scene where that one part of the conversation, I should say, where he's like, "You think that's how it went down?" No, we're the ones that gave you a promotion every time we did something. You got a promotion because of us. Your success at S.H.I.E.L.D. is because of us. And I think that's because, and if you go back and rewatch, he does that constantly. He's like, "Man, what is wrong with you? That's not the case." Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Fury is missing certain things. Fury is missing certain things. He's not
Yeah.
connecting dots, and
That's true.
and Talos is having to tell him to keep him up to speed. So
shouldn't Talos have
real
figured it out?
quick before Alex goes, Kirsten, to your question earlier, episode 1, when Gaia is showing New Guy around, she explains the longer we're in our shells, the harder it is for humans and Skrulls to tell.
Oh, that's right.
Rhodey was a Skrull,
Shit.
and that's why nobody knows that.
Did I miss this? Did I miss something happening in this episode with Rhodey?
Oh yeah, at the very end, Samuel Jackson's wife, Fury's wife, when she answers the phone,
that's who she's on the phone with.
Oh,
you can't hide Don Cheadle's voice for me.
yeah.
Dog.
I mean, you know it's my driveway, but anyway.
I was wondering who that
I
was.
know where you are.
But so Alex, what was your favorite interaction or exchange?
Probably my favorite was the scene in the bar or whatever, where like Talos is eating breakfast and Nick Fury comes up to him and asks for help. Because I like a nice apology scene, especially when people need to apologize, but they really don't want to. And these are just two world-class actors just acting all over each other's faces. And I really liked just that Nick Fury's process of deciding to apologize. Like, man, I don't have to apologize. To apologize. So I like that scene a lot.
Yeah. For sure.
So, all right. Before I say mine, I got a question for you all. What was just with Talos just after Fury apologizes, just going, just touching his arm?
Maybe he was testing him to see if he was a Skrull, because would Fury actually apologize to him? No.
Well, I mean, like, to me, it was like spycraft. It could almost be he's slipping him something, you know?
Mm-hmm.
That was just, yeah.
No, just like a little love touch, like a little man.
Yeah,
like,
I agree.
Yeah.
This is like, like I'm gonna touch you, pause. Like he was playing the pause game, and just touching him, he was just like pause.
I mean, like, I think that it comes down to just a thank you for the apology.
Yes,
you know?
but I think it was their like way of showing intimacy in their relationship without them doing all the bro.
With like the head touch,
I mean, they're also both pretty alpha males, so it's got to be hard for them to like be vulnerable like that, you know.
Yeah.
But anyway, so mine was also a Fury Talos, and it was the car when they're driving and everything, and Fury almost fucking ruined it, being like, "Well, we're here. Oh, you want to say we did this together too?" And I was like, "No, man," but because I think Talos had a really great quote during that, and I wrote it down, and damn, Bill, before you pointed out that Fury's he's obviously a Skrull, before you pointed that out. This quote hit a lot harder, but when Talos looks at Fury and says, "Least you can do is not rewrite history when the guy who helped you write it the first time is sitting right next to you."
Right. And see, that's what blew me away. Because
Mm-hmm.
when he said that the first time, I was like, I had the same reaction that you did. But when I rewatched it, I was like, whoa, why is Fury asking him all these questions?
That's true,
because when getting all this stuff just wrong.
Yeah, because when the Skrulls are imbibed with these memories, they're just seeing it. It's almost like viewing a whole like reel of these memories, but they're not living the experience. So they're just interpreting what they're seeing, not exactly what they would have felt in that situation. So he's got the gist correct, but then he's got the emotion wrong, and that's why it ends up coming out kind of cross-fired. That's smart.
Exactly. And I don't know. I'm sorry for anybody. Look, it's all conjecture, unless I'm right. And then spoiler.
No, it's clearly a what if.
What if?
Oh God.
The Marvel multiverse.
I love it.
Dude, Talos is a badass.
If you knew it was going to
that's
definitely Extremis.
bother you.
But you didn't know it was going to heal with Extremis.
Right.
Oh, that guy's clearly an agent, right?
Right. I mean, that was Gaia, right?
That was Gaia.
Mm-hmm.
That was Gaia.
Well, But and here's the other thing. That doesn't mean that the person by the next car is Gaia. That could be a random Skrull in a Gaia shell.
I was like, this is a lot of wibbly wobbly. I have no idea.
But they have
what the
individual
hell
markings.
could be going on.
And the one at the end is Gaia.
Expecting it to be.
Man, that scene, I thought the door was going to open up and someone's going to try and kidnap Gravik.
I did too. I was like, yes, get him.
Well,
Right?
was
Fuck
weird
that guy.
because, like,
It's like,
it
hey,
looked
shit.
the guy that, that was the guy, right?
Yeah, that was the guy.
Well,
The guy is right
yeah.
here.
Yeah.
The guy that she was scrolling. She was
So
scrolling.
that's like the original copy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the original.
Okay, and then Gaia. All right.
So
Well-
smart, because then he would still see that guy and go, oh, it was a human.
Right.
But also that means that Gaia is so good at instead of spycraft, I'll call it Skrullcraft, that she's able to swap out in and out, one, that quickly, and two, without the original seeing her as
I'm so
him.
glad you said that. That's a great point, Jeff. That's a great point.
Thank you.
You did a great job there because Talos mentions that in Captain Marvel, where he's like, when they're asking him, bombarding him with all the questions, he's like, they're asking if anybody can shapeshift, or can all Skrulls shapeshift, and he's like, it's like anybody's capable of doing it. It's like, it's a talent. You know? And if he's like as talented as he says he is, of course his daughter would be extremely talented in the same.
She would inherit that.
You guys are
but that
kind of weird though, isn't it pronounced Goya?
Yeah, aren't you pronounced Goyle?
Isn't he Talos?
Her name is Goya.
Goya.
I've named her. Her name is Goya.
All right, just watch this back, and you're right. It was like really weird how this went down right here.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's the thing. They also focus on it.
What the fuck
So
was
they
that?
want you to take notice of it.
Yeah.
Well,
So weird.
the funny part is, though, right there with Fury looking down, Fury's just looking like, what the fuck were you doing?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's what I think makes him a Skrull.
Because
More
usually
Skrull of
you're just like,
Holy shit!
you know what I mean?
Oh my god. Okay.
Jeff's having a stroke.
I don't want to touch you.
It's a lot of time to do wobbly stuff, man.
You don't want to do it anyway.
What?
Bill, what if you are so right that it's, this fucker.
No, a Skrull!
What if it's,
I got to take my scrolls.
what if Fury's not just a Skrull?
Hold on, Blake. Have you been paying attention?
To the show or to y'all?
To us. Okay.
Yes.
You gotta fill them in, Jeff. You gotta fill them in.
The current theory that Bill brought up that I am so so much believing Fury is a Skrull.
This is Skrull Fury. I'm with that.
Well, oh my god, I can't believe it. This makes so much
One more
sense.
time. This is really weird.
Here, do this
is
again.
Skrull Fury.
Do this again. That's Fury's not just a Skrull. That's Talos' wife.
Oh,
She's not.
That's why they were fighting in the car like a married couple when they're headed over to go
Uh-huh.
kill Homeboy.
Wait.
I
Let
don't
me
think that
let
they
me
know
take it
that
a step
they-
further.
I
Wait,
don't
what
think
the
I
fuck?
don't think Talos knows.
Wait, let me take it a step further.
Alright,
Maybe
walk
Talos
us
and
down.
Fury are both in on it. Fury has not left the space station, but is instead kind of orchestrating things from space. The wife is technically alive and is impersonating Fury on Fury's orders. And Talos may have figured that out by now, and that's why he did the special little touch. Maybe it was like their special little touch.
I think you're right, kind of. I think that. Well, I don't know that. I don't. I think that Talos knows not Fury, which is why he keeps hitting him and peppering him with all these questions.
That touch was too intimate.
Yep. I don't think that he knows. I think he's assuming. He may assume. but I don't think that he outright knows. And I don't think they're openly with it because the way that their argument was in the car, because remember the context of the argument was that Fury had forgot how Fury got to where he was. And so I just think that he doesn't know quite yet, or he knows that he's not Fury.
Quite right, yeah.
So the reason I thought that's Talos' wife wasn't because of Talos' touch. It was because of Fury's looking at his arm after Talos left.
Yes, I'm with you on that.
Also, the scenes we see with Fury with his wife, that could have been months before the Fury with Talos line. So remember, I mean, like they might be Westworlding us, It might not be happening at the same time.
Yep. Yeah, it shifted.
I thought that's what they were doing on the Idol, but they just were bad at editing. So apparently,
sure were.
Just really bad editors and continuity directors.
So all right, Blake. Now that you're here, one of our guys in the comments, Thwip Kid. Which, by the way, before I continue, Thwip Kid, fantastic fucking name.
Yes, it's hard to say. Fantastic name.
Right, Blake. So Thwip Kid asked with the Gravik and Talos, the Talos and Fury, with Fury and his wife, with all the interactions.
There it is.
What was your favorite or most impactful interaction of this episode? We've all answered.
Favorite, most impactful interaction this episode. I think that's too broad of a question because, like, in what emotional standpoint? Because the one, even though it was short with Fury and his wife in the beginning, or the Skrull's his wife, it was short, but I was like,
okay,
what you doing, baby?
There's a lot of them this episode.
Yeah. And then if you want to go with like more of an anger rage side, then the Gravik and Talos one, like I was like, ooh, this turned into a spy film real quick. And then you see all the Graviks everywhere. I was like, bro, this is impossible real quick. Like, I don't know. This is great. So
Ophelius, I love you, my man.
He answered that like a true politician.
Actually, I'm glad you brought that up because there was something that I thought was cool about their relationship is that they pretty much revealed that Fury was attracted to her before she got like the skin. Like he was already like they were already vibing on each other before.
He's already hitting on that Skrull.
He's already
no hair.
Yeah, he busted them cheeks. He found out where that butthole at.
Well, she's a Skrull. It could be wherever she wants it.
Wherever you want it. Hello.
You know what? You know what? Skrull Tide.
Skrull Tide.
Skrull Tide. Hashtag Skrull Tide.
Yo, people, hashtag Skrull Tide. I'll send you an MF and T-shirt.
This one I also love because this explained really well how Fury always seems to know everything.
Yeah,
it's because he's getting insider fucking info.
Oh yeah, right. Shapeshifters.
And
or
he's also getting go ahead, Blake. Actually,
can we say that he's got the documents prove that Skrulls are taking over?
Calm down, Shooter McGavern.
I eat pieces of shit like you for breakfast.
You eat pieces of shit for breakfast?
No.
Well, yeah, it does shatter that mirror because we then know that like Fury isn't just like this all-knowing mega badass. He's had the most help out of anybody in the world to keep up that image, and the mirror kind of breaks here because at a certain point, then you can say that like it's going to be it could have been Coulson that had like the army of Skrulls, and he would be like the Fury, or like all of a sudden he's starting to get all of these promotions. He's starting to be able to prove himself, and it's all kind of a lie. And a lot of the show has been about like how Fury doesn't really feel like he's a badass anymore. He's not himself, and
Well-
that could be from this division. That could be because he's like kind of coming to terms with the fact that he's not going to always have that around.
Or it could be he's a Skrull faking Fury.
Yes,
He could be.
exactly. That is
Could-
what.
But I mean, like everyone has been telling, like he hasn't been thinking it. People have been just telling him, like you're getting old, you're a piece of shit, you're you know,
Well,
you're not the man you used to be.
Absolutely. I just have one thing. I have one thing that trumps all of this stuff. I've really just been going
Donald
along.
Trump.
I don't want to ruin the whole rest of this series though for everybody. But I
Do
know
it. Do it.
it's already ruined kind of. It's in the trailer. You know, like there's one trailer where, you know, there's you see Fury, like the silhouette of Fury, where he's like, he kind of looks kind of slumped over, like we've seen him. And then there's another one where there's an illumination of Fury, and he is like
Upright.
He's Fury
He's
again.
actually wearing the
The eye
like
patch.
his all blacks.
Yes,
Yeah.
when it's
His
all-
shield uniform.
Yeah, when he's
And I'm
coming
like-
off the,
I'm like, you know what? That might be when the real Fury
real
comes back down.
Fury.
I think
Yeah,
Fury-
actually,
So-
that just sold it to me. Yeah,
All right.
I think you're
Man,
right.
because what is Fury? What did Fury say before? I think he said in one. He said, I forgot what movie it was, but he said we send one of them in. Send one of them in whenever you feel like it's too hairy. You send them in if you don't trust what's going on, and then we go in. So that's their mindset. You know, this is a really good spy TV show so far, and I think if that is the case, if this is the scenario that is really taking place, this will be one of the best TV shows like this year. Period.
Oh,
Better than The Idol?
Of definitely the Marvel slate.
I mean, nothing's better than the Idol, but
Let's be honest.
I'll stay
Stop
forever.
capping. Stop capping, bro.
all right.
I got Tedros
So-
here, man. Tedros hasn't watched the episode, but I got Tedros here.
Tedros.
Terry.
So, all right. So, how about this? This is based off the comics and everything. But what if Fury's dead?
Yeah.
Well,
So,
yeah.
so hang on. Hang on.
No.
Let me get through this.
No.
What if Fury died a long time ago, before the blip, before the snap? And what if they did it in like a real simple way? It would also explain why he was able to survive the whole Winter Soldier bullshit.
Mm.
And what if it was that he died of something so mundane like cancer?
Or he just
And
got
here's-
old.
And here's why I say this. One of the biggest events in Marvel Comics history was when the original, before Carol Danvers Captain Marvel, just simply died of cancer.
Mhm.
Mm.
Yeah.
Nobody wants that shit. Go away, Jeff.
I see you.
Thank you.
I hear you. But no.
Thank
I
you,
will say-
Kirsten.
I will say,
He didn't read Secret Invasion, but maybe he read The Death of Captain Marvel, motherfuckers.
I do feel like I'm getting like we're gonna kill Fury off vibe, but I don't think that's gonna happen just because of what they have planned in the future. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I will say, to your point about the comic, I do think they're going with the multiple fear. You know, they used to have multiple Furies. You know what I mean? I think they're going with the multiple Fury theory. You know?
I like that too.
Ooh.
You like
Say
Fury,
that 3 times
Fury
fast.
notoriously had copies of himself. I can't remember what they called them in the comic books, but he notoriously had copies of himself all the time because Fury didn't want to be out there doing all that stuff.
I mean, shit, that's
Like-
even why they
That's
explained
fair.
how he was originally white and became black, which in reality was just because they were trying to meld the regular and the Ultimate Universe, but whatever.
Yeah, it just it was a color scheme issue, and then he ended up black.
Terry has
Literal
copies of
color
himself,
scheme.
and like we see how
Dude.
well that's working.
It's working.
I'll
It's
tell you
very
what.
obviously.
The Marvel Ultimate Universe gets a lot of hate for some good reasons, but it also gave us some of the best things. Black Nick Fury, Miles Morales. Like, we got some badass shit out of the Marvel Universe. Or Ultimate Universe, excuse me.
Like
900 yards. Yeah.
900 yards,
Really-
drunk Banthas.
Drunk Panthers.
We get the only kind of hint to Samuel L. Jackson's motherfucker in
God.
this.
Oh yeah.
Last 30-something years.
Oh, that's rich.
The truth's a mother dog, right?
Mother dog.
How many takes do you think it took before they're like, seriously, you can't say motherfucker?
Right.
We get one motherfucker
I
per
think that
thing.
was an ADR. I think that was dubbed. I think that was ADR. I don't think
You think it's like Blade Trinity with the eyes?
No,
Oh
I
my
think it's
God.
a motherfucker on
Nothing
on
will
set
ever be like
in the
that.
car, but when they went and did the ADR afterwards, he just mother dog. 'Cause he was like, "What am I supposed to say, mother dog?"
Like, we got it. Thank you. Go home.
Because if you
No
guys
one
watched
tell Mr.
Guardians of the
Jackson
Galaxy-
until he's offset.
If you guys watched Guardians of the Galaxy 3, Chris
Mhm.
Pratt got the first F word. And
Yes, he
Yeah,
did!
Yeah.
And it definitely
Nice
should
little
have went
F-bomb.
to.
Open the
Definitely
fucking
should've
door.
went
Oh,
there.
Yeah.
agreed.
Yeah.
I also got to throw out there the best F word in a PG-13 movie, I think, still goes to "be cool."
Yeah.
Did you know you can only use the F word once in a movie if you want to be
Oh.
PG-13? Fuck that.
That movie is so great, actually.
Right? Right? Blake, we got to do that one and get shorty.
Facts.
I
Facts.
really-
Double
That's a
feature.
good one.
really like.
Hey, you know what the question should be?
Does it? Oh.
Oh. Ah.
Blake, my entire body's wrecked. I hate you.
You're welcome. I replaced him with a scroll.
So this whole infiltration, secret invasion sequence, when they were getting into the house, I thought was awesome as hell.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And like, there's a lot of like great character development, just unspoken though, because we get this letting the kid go, right? When he's playing, what is he playing, GTA or some shit?
Yeah.
No, but then when
I think like a racing game. I think Gran Turismo.
Yeah.
Right,
Fury
about
was
that.
like, fuck your kid.
yeah,
This was one of my big notes,
Fury
actually.
knows to go back to get the kid when he hears someone call him
Somebody
Nick.
calls me Nick Bob.
And he will pull that trigger. I thought
Call
that was
back to
pretty
Captain Marvel.
good. Yep.
But that was one of my big notes.
Call me nigga. We're gonna get the first N word and
I don't know. I don't know, Bill. Those trains he used to take. I think some people probably.
oh yeah.
You know.
What calls me nigga anymore?
Okay. Yeah. All right, I'm back on top. I'm back with you. But I thought that was good though, because I thought that was something that they allude to in the movies and the shows, but the comics really brings out. Fury is fucking ruthless.
Mm-hmm.
He is brutal, and if it's for the greater good, he'll fucking do it. And I think this is the first time we saw that in the MCU.
Right.
I do like this question right here too from Othelius. Was the kid a Skrull?
I would think
And
so.
I here's the thing.
no.
It can go two ways. You can think he's a Skrull. You can think the Skrull's been here for a long time and they've been holding that body for however many years, how old is this kid is, right? However, 16, 15, whatever. Or the fact that he is not a Skrull, that kid is human, and the Skrull has now embodied emotions and now like has those memories and is so tied to his human life form is the one that he has taken that he is now like endowed with being like, I love this kid that's not mine. Don't hurt him.
Well, yeah.
Which makes it which makes it so crazy.
No, he was still trying to sell the lie.
It makes it a spy TV show because that's what happens. See, he's deep cover. He's been in there. Who knows how long he's been. So let's just say the kid is not a Skrull, right?
Right. I don't think it is.
He's not.
He's been under cover so long.
Yeah, actually, I doubt it.
He's raised this kid. You know what I'm
From
saying?
this shot right here.
Right.
I think he's a regular guy.
So actually, it's not this shot that makes me think it. It's the shot right after this when they turn their back on him. If he's a Skrull and no one's paying attention to him,
He'll just turn.
That's when he goes in and takes advantage so that him and Bobby can overtake Talos and Fury, which would have been easy to do. Also, man, how much would it suck to be a Skrull that has to go through puberty? You're an adult Skrull who has to sim a kid and go through puberty again. Fuck that.
Thanks. I would just appear as an adult without any internal sex organs. Because you know what I don't need while I'm doing spy shit? A period. No, thank you.
Really? I've heard they're rather pleasant.
Really
I have shit to do. I don't need that.
you gotta really sell it.
And Fury would know because he doesn't see a used tampon.
Right.
Just be like, that bitch is a Skrull.
Yeah.
That was a dark rabbit hole that we
Heads
went
up.
down.
Yeah, I need to-
Fury's a creep and he's going through your bathroom trash.
I don't like this Fury anymore.
I didn't see any motherfucking panty liners in your trash can. You must be a Skrull.
So, Othelius, like, I brought it up jokingly, but honestly, the thing is, it's not that they're like, oh, I look at you and I can memorize exactly how you look. It's that they look at them and then they can copy them to their exact DNA. So if that's the way they're doing it and they're copying a kid, yeah, they're going to experience puberty, man.
So if one of them copied Lance Armstrong, you'd have one ball.
Mm-hmm.
And no, they don't choose their sex because they're already male or female.
Well, no, they can't choose their sex because when Talos first comes
they
to
can
Earth,
become women or men,
right?
But they.
I'm assuming he's talking about when they. Because Talos first he turns into when he gets
a Russian
on Earth
woman.
Yeah, no, it was some Asian lady.
No,
I'm just
on Earth, but he was also a Russian woman on this TV show.
I'm just trying to be like, how would I like describe the show to my grandma? If I'm like, grandma, they're aliens and they could turn into men and women. You know what she would tell me? They're trans, and I would be like, that's not correct because they're aliens, right? Like,
I would say, Grandma, watch Fox News and assume everything they're saying is true.
They trans.
They turned the frogs gay.
We got the documents prove they're turning frogs gay because of Skrulls. It's all Skrull propaganda. They all want to know.
That's why they're all green.
So,
just tell your grandmother don't
can they
watch TV. Don't listen to the news. It's all lies.
So can they become animals?
Yes.
Yes, they can become animals.
Why wouldn't you just be a dog all the time?
If it's the same size. That's what Talos
fucking dog.
Well, so you could become a tiger.
Yeah.
You'd be like,
I'm in. I'm back in the game.
That's the thing. Like, if I'm a Skrull, I'm becoming a tiger, a lion,
and bears. Oh my!
Like a small bear, but I'm becoming something, and then I just fuck your life up.
That's true. I'm gonna become that Life of Pi tiger and make your shit miserable all week long. Don't get in that boat with me because I'm a rocket.
Fuck no.
So, okay, I think you guys are right that the kid is not a Skrull because when they remove Bob's body and Bob's all green and shit. Or did I make that up?
No,
I'm pretty sure.
He's a green guy.
I'm pretty sure he was green, yeah.
Oh, he was very green. When Skrulls die, they Skrull again.
Yeah, so he was green, and that's why they put him in the car because they didn't want the kid to know.
Is that a continuity error?
What?
Back it up a bit. When we're looking straight, all right, it's forward a little bit. When we're looking straight at Fury, and then like into the corner of the room, there's no kid behind him. The kid was right behind Fury.
The kid's downstairs.
No, he's not.
Water. Didn't he? Wouldn't what's his name give him water?
Talos, and then he turns around and there's Fury. Oh, are you saying that was just like a really good cutscene?
Yeah,
like transition.
He was downstairs. Somewhere.
Okay,
he's not in the room anymore.
Well, I figured they were being real assholes.
No, he was in the kitchen with them, giving him water.
Okay, I can get behind that.
Yeah,
Brit's got weird fucking faucets, man.
Yeah.
Facts. If anybody out there is watching in UK, let us know what your faucets look like.
Send us pictures. Send us pictures.
Send me a picture of your faucet. Give me a document of your faucet. I want documents.
Yeah.
What,
It just sounds
one
like
of
you have
my
a creepy fetish, like 9 Nerd Yards really wants your faucet photos. Is that brushed nickel?
one of my favorite like shitty landlord things ever was someone was like, they send like, it's a text exchange, and they're like, hey, the hot water's not working. The landlord's like, all right, send me a picture. So they send a picture of their faucet turned on, and it's like this, but it's cold.
Right.
Yeah, girl, send me a picture of your faucet.
That
Imagine getting that text.
Othelius.
What?
Othelius. See, he's breaking the matrix.
What is this?
There you go. Go ahead.
To Elon Musk and
Go ahead,
give
oh.
black people reparations.
The best part is Elon Musk is actually sitting there like, shit, did I fucking promise that?
right.
Yeah.
He'll pay people in Dogecoin. That's what it is. That's what it is.
But he's a South African, so
Right.
But they-
So he's now
they
giving
give
black
out that.
folks
He's
nothing.
he's
Right.
going to give South Africans
More of a
reparations.
complex, yeah.
He ain't
I
giving
mean, they're Africans, aren't they?
yeah, he's also
That's saying it, just for the record.
So they put Bob in the trunk.
So Bob's in the trunk.
Where are they taking Bob? They just gonna dump
Uh,
him on the side of the road? They're gonna incinerate? What happens to Bob? Or Bob
I gotta
Yeah.
feel like they're better than Graken or Gravin or Gravik,
Grab it.
and they're not just gonna like toss him on the side of the
Graphite.
fucking road. They'll burn the shit out of him.
You're absolutely right though, Kirsten. I've been thinking about the whole time. Like, yo, there's a lot of dead scrolls popping around after this whole series.
Yeah,
Like,
it's like green
somebody
ass
gotta-
people.
the secret can't stay secret for too long. Like somebody
Right.
gonna walk through the woods and see a dead scroll. Like, yo, what's up?
It's
with
not a secret if you keep leaving bodies everywhere.
Exactly.
Like, clean 'em up.
Like,
Someone's walking by and like, that's a shitty rash.
You take the deal.
Yeah.
There's just some green feet sticking out of
They
a
just
trash can. I
really,
don't know what
like-
that is.
Someone's like, that's a fucked up STD.
They really
Why didn't you
ragdolled
take
him
the
in
deal?
there.
Oh, okay. Oh, right. Ooh.
Is the kid in there too?
Is the
No,
kid
no.
in there?
Back up to when they throw him in. Because this is something that I was like,
Or we don't have to drink again. Oh man, see,
all right.
getting fired.
Pause it.
Why didn't you take
Security.
the deal?
Pause it.
Okay, so security's also a scroll, right?
Yeah.
Because at first, when they're infiltrating, I'm like, Fury's
so they
just
piled up
murdering
bodies.
a lot of. Well, no, because originally when they were infiltrating, I'm like, Fury's just murdering a lot of like random might be peoples.
Yeah.
No, they turned to scroll. So
But he doesn't know that when he.
Hey, all you need to know is
Also, there's only one security guard in there. He killed at least 3 people.
Yeah. So like
He's on a roll.
he only covered up the scroll.
scroll tide.
Scroll time.
God, baby.
Woo!
Also,
I'm
like
getting card
as
just
far as a
covered.
getaway car, I'd have probably picked something that I wouldn't fall over in.
So-
like really?
So
Kirsten-
climactic.
You just have to turn your lights on and she fucking falls over.
Falls down.
She's
I
so
mean,
dear.
that would have been scary. That would have been really scary. I mean,
Kirsten, I like your thoughts, like something that won't fall over. My thought is like maybe not the loudest possible vehicle.
well, you
I'm
got
turning
the dirt
into
bike.
something.
Get a
So
pedal
why
bike.
not go off road? Like you got the
It is
dirt
a dirt
bike.
bike, yeah.
Why not
turn
become
into
a
goddamn
tiger?
bird and fly out?
Why not become a tiger?
Like pie those
Yeah,
fishes every
yeah.
time.
Why
it
not
works.
just become a
Or
Gotta be the same size.
or at least become like a deer. Deer would make sense there.
No, because the
Right.
deer in the headlights.
Oh,
You don't. If you're a deer, you don't get
I
stuck to the
like
road.
what you did there. I like
Yeah. Round of applause.
You're still fun.
Oh God, Kirsten, please don't freak out. There's-
something behind you.
There's something behind you.
There's an abusive, aggressive, toxic male around behind you.
Yeah.
It looks
One of these
like a
panels-
failed cult leader.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, my bad. Forgot.
Or it looks like the love of her life. I don't know.
Oh my God, that was
Oh.
cute. Spotlight, man.
Do you need to introduce us angels to someone?
Mhm. And that is a series wrap on Amelia Clark.
Or a West End.
I love that he cut her off though. Like normally they'd let this bitch finish, but he was like, "I've had enough."
It's like, actually, I'm a good guy now.
But that's something that has always driven me crazy in movies. Like, you're not going to let them get their last bit out. You're just going to kill them so you can be done with it.
I don't want to know your evil plan. I don't. Just I'm gonna kill you.
But Graphic again just leaves the body wherever the fuck it falls. And this time it's in the road.
He probably went and got the one to
Justin,
clean it up.
there are different Skrulls coming and going that might just run over a motorcycle now.
He's got his people to come pick it up.
At least just be like, oh, God damn, all right, just, all right, it's on the side now. All right.
Do you
Like,
want
no, he
to do
doesn't
that after a murder? Do you want to move the body? Is that like your favorite part? No.
If I don't want to get caught,
I'm
gonna murder. I'm gonna murder right.
I love
Oh yeah,
this room.
this is it. This is our proof right here.
This room is pretty
I
dope.
love this
This-
room right here. This was like, what do you think is all in there?
I think here's the
Really
thing.
nice
The fact that we came off a show where it only took place like in like 2 places, and the fact that we see just like this thing, this space, and this other setting, and this other, it's like,
Yeah.
oh my good, they just rolled the red carpet out for us for this show, and I
Right.
love
Yeah.
it.
It's a nice
Don't like the scene.
Why?
I thought
You
it was
don't
kind of
like
weird.
Banks?
I think the settings
Yeah.
are great.
I think the setting's fantastic. I think this is set up to be such a great
Fucking
scene.
Dope scene.
We gotta
Okay.
hear it. We gotta
I was
First off,
thinking, I was just like, where is it?
First off.
Scroll bullets? Do they got
Well,
scroll magic
Skrillex.
They don't need them.
bullets?
Regular bullets work on Skrulls.
Yeah.
But one, why does any banker think like, hey, your only box that no one's allowed to see that you can store whatever the fuck you want in there, I'll just stand around.
Yeah, get the
Good.
fuck out of here, man.
I
I
never
think he-
understood that.
I think he's
No.
racist.
They
I think he's
have
racist.
to.
You got
No.
it. Like,
I used to work in a bank. I worked at Wells Fargo as a teller, and you have to go and accompany them in there with PO boxes because they're technically in a part of the vault.
And you
do
stand
not
there when
wanna
they
leave
open it?
Yeah, you turn around and you allow them some privacy, or they can elect to go in a private room that they can lock. So you give them a little key. So there's 2 rooms off
so-
to the side of the vault.
All
But
that
if they choose
makes
to
mo-
stay in there, then you have to stay in there, and you just
all
slightly
that
turn around.
still makes a lot more sense than like I'm gonna stand right here and just wonder if she'll let me see what's in the fucking box.
He's
Well,
racist.
yes,
I
that's
already
because-
told you this. You're
It's
not
because
listening.
the average person writing
But 2.
this
he's
did
racist.
not work in a bank, probably, so they
Also,
don't know.
though, I don't know.
Okay,
You know,
okay.
I ain't never seen no safety.
It's not always going to be perfect.
room that look like this. I ain't never seen no room look like that.
Well, I mean,
Right.
yeah, you don't got enough money.
It's a fancy European bank. So,
I didn't want to
yeah.
say it. I didn't want to say it.
The best one,
You poor
the
bitch.
best one still from the movie Inside Man.
Hey,
But 2,
Yeah,
just a
I know,
gun.
Hang on,
man,
Jeff.
it's so
Hang
fucking
on. This
awesome.
this
Yep.
comment. Get this comment. 9. Where's it? Click this comment. Do this
Right
comment.
here.
Bring Teddy from that vault.
He's looking at him like, I ain't gay.
But
I'm so sorry.
But
Go
come
ahead,
on.
Jeff. Go ahead.
just she pulls out a pistol. That's the big fucking reveal.
and the phone. Wasn't it a phone too?
Well, yeah, I thought
There's
that
a
was
phone.
She was on the phone before that.
because I was
Yeah,
just
this
like,
is a different
ooh.
phone. That was her phone. This is a burner phone.
Scroll
Left it
phone.
over.
Okay.
Hold on, let's listen to the voice.
Please subscribe a lot.
I'm actually really excited for this.
That does look cool though. I'm sorry, black guns and manila envelopes. And,
Whoa,
and
whoa,
bank
whoa.
vaults and whatever is just really fucking cool. It's like
Spy
a nice,
shit.
yeah, it's like really cool spy aesthetic shit. I
Yeah.
don't even care if it doesn't even make any sense.
Scroll. Do you know how many guns?
I need my gun. I better go to the bank.
She can go to a goddamn gun store as anyone. She can go to a gun store.
Yes, but remember, what are
The owner.
guns? Guns have numbers and serial numbers. They're traceable.
That's traceable.
Okay.
That's probably a
That's a good point.
gun.
Or
I can like
Exactly.
literally see
Or-
the serial number on this gun too.
you go
It
to
says
the gun
Scroll
shop.
Pride.
You're a Skrull. You go to the gun store as the owner, and you just take a couple of guns.
Well,
They will still be able to
happens?
trace them because of the serial
To-
numbers.
To the gun owner,
But they're
to
not
the store owner.
not gun stores everywhere. Like,
But then they can go and figure out they can trace. But I don't know.
No.
I'm just saying that was my theory on why you get a gun out of a fucking vault
Well,
box.
a normal spy would. A Skrull spy I found very unbelievable.
Yeah.
Scroll spies can do a lot. You don't even know yet, Jeff.
You don't even know. Sorry,
You don't
Plus,
even know.
remember, they're
Actual
not
gun,
in
I don't
America.
know.
This is in the UK.
America.
So
That's
remember,
right.
in the
Oh,
UK,
that's right.
they
There ain't
don't
no
have
guns. No
So
guns
you
in
can-
UK.
Oh,
like,
play the
I
fucking scene.
assume that I
Play-
assume that their house is on the fucking
Play the fucking
off
scene.
the grid anyway,
me.
right? Like, there's no one going to be coming to their place. So.
Okay. Still play the
Where
scene.
else should we get the gun?
It's a couple seconds here. And
You think it came with free bullets, or she gotta go figure that out?
all right.
I gotta pause
The
it.
cell phone's in her pocket. The only thing I'm sorry, I don't care what the explanation is. If it's a Skrull spy, the only thing in the lockbox is a pistol is just lame.
Church 1 hour.
I need to speak to Graphic.
Oh. It's Rhodey.
God
It's
damn,
wrong.
Bill.
Scroll.
All right, Bill. All right, Bill. Yeah.
Fury's a scroll, baby. Hey, and guess what? Fury's a scroll too. You're welcome.
Everyone's a scroll.
Terry's a scroll. Fury's a
Guys.
scroll.
What the fuck? Why are
Not sure if you know this.
You're
The the director.
Hey,
And we're all scrolls.
Hey.
I'm a
The-
Skrull. You're a scroll.
The director.
Because we're all
It's a
scrolls.
scroll.
It's a Skrull.
Ooh.
But again, all right. So I'll even give
Everybody
you.
scroll.
Why is the scroll
All right.
except the kid?
Everybody scrolling out tonight. Everybody
Hey.
scroll out tonight.
All right. Say it's even. I'll give you guys all the things he said. Yeah, it's harder to get a gun in other.
Are you playing in Boston? You have to wrap it up.
Wrap it up.
Let it go, Jeff. Jesus.
No, it's all right.
Go ahead. Yeah.
Okay. Again, yeah, it's easier to get a gun in America than any other country. I get that.
Johnny, chill.
What the hell is even that?
Say it ain't scroll. I will not go.
Just end it. Just end the show.
Scroll.
Just end the show.
Roll back.
Okay.
Scroll time.
Okay, now for real, Jeff, go ahead.
Scroll.
So the assumption is she's going to use the gun on Fury. She's already his wife. It's so much easier. Kill him in his sleep. Cut
That's
his
what you were
throat.
trying to get to. This
Yes.
whole fucking 20 minutes. That's what you were trying
No.
to go.
Originally, it was just it's the lamest thing for a Skrull to get, but then I came around to your guys' side, and I still don't get it.
Yeah, I get it, Jeff. I get it,
That's how
Jeff.
scroll life is, man. You sometimes
Right.
The scroll.
I didn't choose the scroll life. The scroll life chose me. You know what I'm saying?
Scroll in the bathroom. And
Okay, I'm not familiar with that one,
scrolls
Kirsten.
on the floor and a great.
You keep this shit up. I'm not giving you fucking pasta.
Oh no! I'll just have to make my own delicious pasta.
It wasn't scroll.
You make your own tortellini? Because I do.
That had Chloe vibes when you did that. That had Chloe vibes.
Yeah, it really did. Yeah. Nick's gonna get Cap, but if he gets Cap, will it be the real Nick or will it be Skrull Nick?
It'll be Scroll.
Find out on next week's episode of the Real Skrull Shady. Please stand up.
Right?
But yeah,
one thing I forgot to mention last time that actually I do think is kind of fun. So one of the actual authors for Secret Invasion, Brian Michael Bendis, he's also one of the co-creators of Miles Morales.
Indeed.
Oh.
Indeed.
He's
like
a fantastic author.
He's a really good
You
writer.
said Brian Michael Bendis?
Mhm.
Yeah. He does a lot of good shit.
Yeah, he does.
Okay, so how long are we thinking that Rhodey's been a Skrull, and is this the same Rhodey that we've known in the other movies?
I
At least a
think
few months.
after he
Broke his back.
broke his back. Yeah,
I agree.
Like,
At the
he
very
may
least,
have,
that
like, healed up or something.
I think at the very least that I don't know if we had real Rhodey or not in Endgame because we did see the walking apparatus Tony made him, but I don't think pre-broken back Rhodey was a Skrull.
So is Rhodey dead, or he's just like trapped in that like weird mind thing?
That's what I'm kind of thinking. I'm thinking that Rhodey died, and they had to trick Tony.
I think that he's in the mind thing.
I think we're giving him a lot of benefit of the doubt that they're going to go this deep too.
I love Rhodey
I hope
and
they do.
obviously Don Cheadle. I want them to kill him. I want him to be dead.
Well, they got the armor.
Why?
Because
he's not going to die.
Because in everything superhero, death is never actually death. But so far in the MCU, it is. It makes a bigger impact if he actually died.
No.
I agree it would make a bigger impact, but
not going to happen because they got a movie coming out.
Right. They got the armory.
No, they scrapped it.
What?
First off,
No, they
it
didn't.
was supposed to be a TV show, and then, from what I've heard, instead of a TV show, they fold him into this.
No.
Oh, is he going to be an Ironheart? Because that's still coming out.
Is it? It's not confirmed. There's no confirmed date.
Well, because nobody's able to write it.
They're not
Everybody's
writing.
on strike.
This is what I just asked ChatGPT.
So
I don't know if anyone takes a crack at it.
You got to get out
Can you
Chat
write me a
GPT's
Shaggy?
nuts.
It wasn't me cover, but make it Marvel.
This is amazing. This is what ChatGPT is for.
this is incredible.
Hold on, let me pull up the instrumental.
But they caught me
That
on the
doesn't
camera.
make sense. Oh, it makes
they-
sense, but I don't think lyric, like the melody.
This doesn't make sense.
Yeah,
This
I
is
don't
gobbledygook. Gibberish.
Hold on.
But they
Sounds
caught me
like
on
a-
camera.
sounds
They
like a
caught me
Weeknd
red-handed,
song.
destroyed the city, but it wasn't me. Understand me?
You got Kirsten.
Keep it
I need a
going.
better one.
But they caught me on camera. Yeah, they caught me red-handed. This don't make sense.
No,
I
it
don't
doesn't
like this.
work at all.
I have a
Chat.
better one already.
The only way it works is if you if you're stretching out the words real
No,
bad.
no. I already have a better one. I love making up songs. I'm a
Wait.
scroll becoming new people. You see me on the street.
Mm.
I'm a new
No.
bitch every last time you see me in since last week. How could I be anyone but a scroll out there? Yeah, I'll work on it. But that GPT
it sounded better than
I'll tell you what.
already.
It's
sounded
better than any Tedros song.
Oh
Mm.
my god. I'm just a
Ooh.
jealous
Even needed.
man. Walking through the kitchen in my bitch's robe.
Alright.
Because I don't have no money of my
You gotta be
own.
careful
We're
talking
off
like
the
that. When Tedros gonna
rails
slap
here.
you upside the head back there. You gotta be careful. talking like that.
I'm in charge now.
Hell yeah, I'll tell you.
Bars.
Bars.
All right, we're out of here, right?
Yeah, right, please. I'm so tired. I'm just singing all the
I got
time.
to lose Terry in my apartment.
We don't know if that's
That's the scariest
Skrull
thing, my
Terry.
man.
He's eating
Yeah.
your food. He's shitting in your toilet. Good luck.
Scary Terry. All right, are we wrapping up now that we know that Rhodey's a Skrull and we don't know how long he's been a Skrull?
Everybody dead now.
Yep.
All right.
Only
Well,
3 more episodes left.
Oh,
and,
Midway through.
Yeah.
yes.
IMDb
Bob
score.
Fairbanks. That's right. We need that.
Good.
1,735 votes.
Oh, she's
okay.
popular.
Healthy
Hey.
amount.
We've got
Hey.
I'll
eight
say
from Bill.
I'm gonna say I want to say an 8 too, but people have not been favorable. to the
7.8.
show. I'm gonna say 7.5.
7.8.
We
I'm
got
gonna go.
here.
I'm gonna go 7.6, Bob.
7.6 Bob.
Alex, did I hear yours?
He said
Did you say
8
8.2, Alex?
Mm.
7.3.
Ooh.
So first episode
They're beating this
7.3,
show
second
up.
episode 7.5. This episode 7.3. I think it's again what we love it for, but idiots don't. It's not a lot of
Yeah.
action. It's a lot of exposition.
And it's not a lot of superhero shit.
And
It's more of
people-
spycraft.
Some people were shitting on Andor too. So
Yeah,
Mhm.
so it's so slow.
Well, you know, there's smart people shows and there's everybody else shows.
And then there's the idol. Yeah.
Which is why I hate this show.
Well,
also they made for everybody, baby.
No, yeah, I get it. But and maybe it's a whole bunch of scrolls voting the downvotes because they just don't like how this show's making them look. I'm okay with that too.
It's betraying all of us. It's betraying us scrolls the wrong way.
Othelius, I actually agree with you, man, on the 8 score. I think a 7.3 is way too low for an episode that had a lot going on.
yeah, no,
I
it
do
was a
agree
good
with you
episode.
that
I
it's
want
a
to say
fair
an
score.
8, but
It's nice and full and healthy.
Mm-hmm.
Like, was it a 9? No, for sure not. But
No. And by the way, I don't even think it's an 8.5.
Actually,
it's
you know what,
decent
Kirsten?
entertainment.
You know what, Kirsten? Because it was revealed to me that Fury is a scroll in this episode. I think I'm gonna give it a 9 because it was like when Westworld, when you realize Bernard
was a fucking host.
By episode 3, you realize he's a host, but the sign was actually there in episode 3.
Yeah.
Well, we don't know yet if they actually do follow up and actually.
Then this episode
could
goes
be
up. This
like-
episode
yeah,
goes up.
This could be like a complete like rewatch when you're gonna like have to go back and be like, whoa, okay, there was all.
What, like an entire series of
There's all
Atlanta
the
after the
scroll,
last
there's all the
episode?
scroll tides.
Uh-huh.
Scroll time, scroll time, scroll time, scroll time, scroll time.
Yeah, it's all over the place. I can see it now.
Got to sell the flags.
Decoding it like the Matrix. Well, on that note, let's make our exits from all of our little scroll bodies here. Bob Fairbanks, where can people find you if they want to reach out to you?
Oh, thanks. You can find me. You can always try and Skype with me. Don Cheadle's Driveway at littledickie2.com. It's because of
The hackers.
You can try and find Jeff
Bloody
Madel on
hackers.
Facebook. You can try and find at Madel Jeff on Instagram. He's staying away from Threads until he knows that getting rid of it won't get rid of his entire fucking Instagram. Or who knows? I don't know. You can try and find me at this boxing gym where this Mexican guy is just being a fucking asshole for the next couple of weeks. But other than that, you can just find me breaking down a great show on 900 Yards.
Fantastic. Drunk Banthas, where can people find you? And what do you got in the pipeline? I'm sure y'all doing some gemstone business. Let people know what you're doing.
Absolutely. Yeah, you guys can find us on YouTube, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Twitter, IG, TikTok, likewise, Letterboxd, all the internet things at the Drunk Banthas. We're going to be covering the Righteous Gemstones on the Drunk Banthas podcast.
Hallelujah.
And we're also covering Warrior, which has a 96% audience rating, 96% critics rating.
I gotta check that one out.
Because nobody's watching that show, even though it's incredible. And we're also going to be covering Spawn with our lovely 900 Yards folks and friends next Monday at 4:20. That episode drops.
And
Fantastic.
I can already see yesterday night it was 861. We got 4 more subscribers, but we're trying to get them to 1,000. Whether
let's
you're
get it.
watching this
Love you
whenever,
guys.
go to
One
the
of
Drunk
those,
Banthas.
one of
Pick
those
that
might
up.
have been. I realized I had another Google account.
Jeff's a
Yes.
He's a secret agent.
I love it. Kirsten, ma'am, where can people find you if they want to reach out to you?
Well, now that you guys know my secret, that this entire time that we film, I wear sweatpants. That are too short, apparently.
that
They
was
shrank.
a 900 yards reveal.
I don't
Yes,
know
it
why you
was.
think we knew that.
BTS.
Right? I ruined the mystery. Anyway, you can find me on Instagram, Kirsten_Cobb. You can find me on Twitter, Kirsten Cobb 1. I am on Threads because I don't give a fuck about if it deletes my whole Instagram, because I'll probably never get rid of Threads. I just won't post on there as much because Twitter's still alive. But I'm also on the Discord, Blue
Was it a
Sky.
blue app?
Yeah,
it's
you have to, like, get
Instagram's
on-
answer to Twitter. It's just
It's the Meta app.
I didn't want to get
Zuckerberg
fuck
hates
yeah.
Musk. Yeah, it's all
They're
one
fighting in
big fuck
UFC
you.
soon.
That's-
Yeah.
It's
Whatever.
all one big
In the
circle jerk.
Coliseum.
It's
900
called
yards will
the
be on
sharks.
Threads.
It's the wolves coming out, man. Twitter's dying and people coming out trying to kill it.
Billionaire circle jerk. That's all this is.
I love it. I love it. I'm gonna put that on a t-shirt.
I love it. You can find Kirsten in the billionaire circle jerk. That's right.
Excuse me,
You
what?
have to be careful where you sell that shit.
I'm not involved.
9, baby. Where
God.
can people find you?
Right here. That's it.
All right, fantastic.
Moving on.
Yeah,
What-
YouTube. YouTube, Discord,
Yes.
TikTok, Instagram.
I'll
9
shout it.
yards.
Yeah.
9 is so like, what the fuck is Terry doing in my apartment? So Blake, real quick, where can we find you?
No, I also have another friend over that just walked in too. So now it's like
It's
two
popping off at your
shenanigans.
crib.
He's having
It's
a
the
party.
oldest I've ever
Everybody's
sounded
invited.
saying it's
Party,
All the
yeah.
Skrulls invited.
Okay, what
Well,
I'm
it's my
hearing
birthday
is,
next week. It's our birthday next week.
It's our
so
birthday
tune in,
next week, Thursday.
For maybe not that much of us actually, but maybe a birthday stream. Who knows?
We'll figure it out.
So
what I'm hearing is the 4 of us that aren't there just need to show up and not tell 9 and show up at his place.
Let me clean first, please.
All right, Blake,
right.
where can we find you, buddy?
You can find me, Money Blake Weather, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat. You can also check out my newest episode of Unfiltered Bachelor. Just dropped it on YouTube, Spotify, iHeartRadio, episode 121 with my friend Christina Foltz about the true crime incident that happened to her family. It is
Check it out.
insane. So yeah, everybody go check out the new episode. Thank y'all for tuning in for Secret Invasion. Shout outs to all the lovely Skrulls out there who commented. Othelius. I don't know who else commented before I was here.
Boy.
Thwip Kid.
Boy.
Thwip Kid.
Thwip Kid,
I
Thwip
think that's
Boy.
it.
Yeah, all right. Well,
Wow,
shout outs
you got
to
Thwip
everybody
Boy,
there.
wow.
And whether you're watching it right now, live or morning, evening, afternoon, whatever time it is, we do appreciate you. Until next week, we will see ya.
Peace.
I'm not a scroll.
I'm not a scroll.
Not
Mm.
yet
What's a scroll?
creep.